What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fields? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we shed before? Did you ever stop to notice the crying earth, the weeping shore? What have we done to the earth? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your holy son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said were yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice the crying earth, the weeping shore? I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, but I know we've drifted far. Can we set him free?
Without a warning, without a sound, we woke up one morning to a world turned upside down. Everything changed in the blink of an eye, dealing with the unknown and trying to survive. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, where we gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. We've been through quite a battle, like none we've ever seen. We kept hoping we'd wake up to find out it was all a bad dream. But that day's never come. It'll be a while yet, with more obstacles to overcome and challenges to be met. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, when we gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. We were locked down in our homes, surrounded by bad news every day, watching our lives as we knew it quickly fade away. And when this is all over, in our new reality, when we gather together, will we still stay apart 6 feet? Will the music be playing like it did before? When this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more. And when this is all over, I'll treasure each day even more.
I release illusion. Yeah, once again.
Oh, deep in a temple of my thoughts of God. Take me back.
Hello and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe there are many paths to one divinity. We have a rotation of 10 different faith perspective speakers and 10 different sets of musicians, and at the beginning of each 10-week series we give them a one-word topic, and they take their turn each week and send in, the musicians send in a couple of videos on the topic, and the speaker does a talk. Scott and I do the opening and the closing. We send it all to Philip and his tech team and produce what you are seeing now. So if you would like to join us in this endeavor, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org, and in the middle of the page is a donate button. Press that donate button and you can do a one-time offering. You can set up a regular tithe. We pay our speakers, we pay our musicians, we pay our tech team, so everything that you donate helps immensely. And we also tithe, the pod tithes. So I just wanted to tell you that our last tithe was, we did some stuff to Interfaith United for their United in Thanksgiving service. And we also tithed to our musicians. Earlier in the year we tithed extra to all of our speakers, and so we tithed to our musicians at the end of the year, and we just got done doing that. So your money would be put to great use and we would appreciate it immensely. You're up.
All right, last week we heard from Grandfather Will Davis, our Native American representative, and out of Canada, Kim Workington. And today we will hear from Rabbi Pat Hickman and another from our Canadian contingent. Actually, I think they're a full lineup for like 3 weeks in a row. We have Andrew Bentham Riley. And next week we have Reverend Lydia Junis, and she will be joined by Leanne Nelson Allen. Past services, little dings on Sunday morning when the premiere happens. General interaction into the community happens at the People of Diversity group and the People of Diversity page. If you'll join them, you can view old past services. You can get the ding on Sunday morning. You can find out what we're up to as far as extra events, concerts, panels that might be going on. Just a good place to stay connected into. We also have a YouTube channel. We're trying to grow that and push some intention and energy towards that as a place where people can go and dive in through playlists. So you can look up things by religion or faith, and you can also look it up by topic. So you can look up all the talks on unity, or you can just do a deep dive on Olive Naran's talks on Islam, for an example. We do a second broadcast of the morning service on Facebook at 5:45 every Sunday. We do a deep dive from 11:45 to 12:15 every Sunday after the morning service, and that is on Zoom. If you're watching the morning service, you can get the link from the post that you're watching this from. Should it oddly ask you for a password, which it stopped asking for in the middle of COVID, it will be truth. So you can dive in and meet us there. I think that's all I know about anything. That's all of it. That's all the knowledge that I have and awarenesses that I know of.
Great. Each week we bless a country. So if you know anything about the country that we are blessing next week, feel free to send pictures, stories, comments, whatever, to the email address below, and we will use it in our country blessing. Next week is Pakistan. This week is Oman. Oman is located on the southeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula in southwestern Asia. It is twice as big as Georgia, and has 4.6 million people. It is 89% Muslim. There's 3 different kinds of Muslims, but 89% Muslim, 5% Hindu, and 5% Christian. Oman shows evidence for some of the earliest human life on Earth, and tools have been found that are dated over 100,000 years old. It is ranked as one of the safest countries in the world. They have a very low crime rate and very few natural disasters. The low crime rate is likely because penalties for breaking the law are extremely severe. Oman produces the world's best frankincense. It's harvested from wild boswellia trees that grow in the desert and is one of Oman's most important exports. It is one of the most quiet countries in the world. Excessive noise is prohibited, and it is even illegal to honk your car's horn. Wow.
I think I would have to disconnect it.
Yeah, I would have to too. Because it is located between Asia, Europe, and Africa, Oman is considered to be one of the best bird watching locations in the world, especially during the migration season. All of the climates, different climates from those places and different kinds of habitats all come together in Oman. So it's very, very good for a lot of different kinds of birds and is considered one of the best in the world. So, yeah, I know. And our last fact, this one cracked me up. The most popular drink is Mountain Dew, and it is often referred to as Omani alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah. So, let's hold the people of Oman in our hearts, knowing they want the same things in their lives as we want in ours. Their government, like I said, some of the penalties for crime are very severe. It's very strict Muslim community in most cases, and so just peace and tranquility and love for them. And we say these words together. May peace prevail in Oman. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you.
We will hear 2 songs from our brother Andrew Bentham Riley. He always gives us a great setup and tells us why he's doing what he's doing. I like the way he plays. You will enjoy him. We will go directly into hearing from Rabbi Pat. And she is always an amazing teacher and guide, and we are blessed to have her with us. So without further ado, we will see you on the other side.
Hey guys, Andrew Bentham Riley here. Thanks for having me back in the pod. First song I have is called First Day of My Life by an artist named Bright Eyes. When I started posting music online and on social media, on TikTok and Instagram, which is at Andrew Bentham Riley. You want to give me a follow? Thanks so much. Some people were saying that I had a similar tone to my voice as this artist, and I'm finally getting around to playing the song, and I figured you guys could be the first ones to hear it, so thanks so much. Yeah, it's called First Day of My Life, and if you Google ceremony songs, which I always do, first thing I typically do is give it a good Google. This is like one of the first ones that will come up, so I guess it's a common kind of love song for ceremony, different ceremonies and everything like that. So thanks so much for having me. Here's my first song for the day. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. Went out in the rain, sun, everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. Now I don't know where I am, don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. so I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time we drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything had changed. You felt as if you just woke up. You said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, we just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. Thank you. So yeah, that's kind of, that song makes me think of kind of the ceremony around, obviously like it's a big wedding song for a lot of people. So it gets you thinking about that, which is beautiful and lovely, and I have some good friends that are going to be getting married in the summer, so I'm excited to see that and be there to support them and celebrate them. And it's also, I don't know, it makes me think of the ceremony around like new life and yeah, like welcoming that new life into the world. The whole title, you know, First Day of My Life. And yeah, despite the romantic kind of implications, I think, of the song, I think there's some other meaning that can be taken from that. This next song I'm going to play is an original of mine. It's unreleased. It's called 25 Cent Gasoline. And yeah, it's kind of about the end of a important relationship in my life, and not one that was personal to me in terms of a one-on-one relationship, but something that I've witnessed happened, and kind of the ceremony around loss, I guess, of that type of relationship, and kind of welcoming that things like that change, without diving into deep on the personal details of it. But yeah, it's called 25 Cent Gasoline, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for having me back, and remember the last time gasoline was that cheap? I don't. And who is this perfect stranger? And just a face no longer remembered, who promises to run away, and bags half empty in the hall. Movers to Elliott Lake, and movers at our own rate, and cruises in Bermuda. Who knew so much was at stake? Can come low tide, I'll let her drift away. And come morning, just just float back to me. Curtain falls on our second act. I built these walls to keep us both intact. Two dancers in the kitchen, and all our loved ones on the walls. But come sundown, I'll let her drift away. And come morning, just come back to me. We used to talk for hours, and we used to count my loose hairs. Those voices tracked to tape, and my name so sweet after yours. And do you remember the days? Nickel beer and dime cigars. And do you remember the way home on 25-cent gasoline? Well, those days are gone now, and so are we. Do you remember the days? The nickel beer and dime cigars. Do you remember the way home on 25-cent gasoline? Well, those days are gone now, so are we. Well, those days are gone now, so are we. A little bit of a somber tone there. But yeah, thanks so much for having me back. I hope you enjoyed First Day of My Life by Bright Eyes, and then 25-Cent Gasoline by yours truly, Andrew Bentham Riley. If you're interested in anything that I'm doing outside of the pod, check out my website, andrewbenthamriley.com. Instagram is at andrewbentriley. Yeah, lots of teasers and samples of unreleased songs on my website. If you want to check it out, subscribe to my mailing list. But yeah, happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas. And thanks for having me in the pod. Bye.
Shalom, dear friends. Today I've been asked to reflect on the word ceremony. And I really have to laugh because Judaism is one big ceremony, it seems. It's not only for the many holidays and festivals we celebrate that beautiful ceremonies have been created over the centuries. It is also very much for the cycle of our lives, from birth to death. When one thinks of a ceremony, it is usually for a special occasion, like a holiday or a wedding. For this special occasion, my being with you today, I would like to share with you the amazing growth of Jewish ceremonies that have sprung up over the past 75 years. It speaks to the changes in modern times and the desire for many people to have a meaningful ritual for so many things that happen in our lives today. 75 years is a drop in the bucket for us Jews who hail back thousands of years. Each of these life cycle ceremonies that I'm about to describe have often been transformed to fit the sensibilities of modern day. And many new ceremonies have been created to address the needs of modern day Jews. First, there is a ceremony at birth for a girl or baby boy to enter into the Jewish covenant with God. For boys, it's done 8 days after birth and involves the circumcision and the ritual of being given a Hebrew name. For girls, it is generally held within a month of birth, and it involves special prayers welcoming the child into the covenant and bestowing a Hebrew name on the girl baby. That ceremony today is called Simchat Bat, meaning joy of the daughter. A joyous ceremony of welcome for a girl has become in modern times a very beautiful and creative ritual, often involving family members saying prayers of love and blessing for the little one. A Simchat Bat is the kind of modern day ceremony that is materialized as women are welcomed into many roles within Jewish life. Look at me. The first haircut, the first lost tooth, the first day of school, child is filled with many firsts, milestone moments when parents pause and realize how quickly time passes and how grateful we are to arrive at each small landmark. Now there are prayers and blessings to sanctify such moments, bringing holiness into the everyday business of raising children and the creation of new rituals to bring meaning to our lives and draw us closer to God. When a child is ready to begin formal Jewish education, usually in kindergarten, there is a wonderful ceremony that is celebrated on the holiday of Simchat Torah, when we celebrate Torah, the Bible. It is called consecration. Now, this is a new formal ritual that was created by the Jewish Reform movement. On Simchat Torah, we unroll the whole Torah scroll and finish reading from the book of Deuteronomy, the last paragraph, when Moses dies, and then start it all over again with the first day of creation. The children all stand in the center of the unfurled Torah scroll and are blessed as they are surrounded by the laws and values and the stories of our people. The study of Torah is celebrated as a continuous presence always in our lives. As a child grows in his or her knowledge of Torah, they approach the age of bar or bat mitzvah. Bar for boys and bat for girls. Bar meaning son of the commandments and bat meaning daughter of the commandments. Well, nowadays, we acknowledge the gender identity of our children as they grow. And many temples around the country have started calling them B mitzvah in order to be as inclusive as possible. How creative we can all be. The Bar Bat B mitzvah is a great and meaningful ceremony, culminating in the joy of being called to bless and read from the Torah. In modern days, we've had so many variations on this coming of age ceremony, with a number of unique elements added that reflect the particular student and their family. I think the most fun and unusual bat mitzvah I officiated at was on the high seas. It was a cruise bat mitzvah. That young woman is now studying to become a rabbi, so it must have had a big impact on her and, of course, made her old rabbi very proud. Many students continue their formal studies through high school. A confirmation ceremony is usually done when a student is 15 or 16, and it is a further commitment to confirm their faith and their beliefs. I believe that acknowledging the many times in our lives where we can invite God in a way to keep the flame of Judaism, or any religion for that matter, alive. Today, you can find a ceremony for those women who are breastfeeding, for weaning a baby, for those who have experienced a miscarriage, for coping with infertility, for entering the mikveh, a Jewish ritual bath, for the first haircut, for adopting a child, for saying goodbye to a beloved foster child, and on and on and on. These milestones can all be honored through ceremony. If we make it to adulthood, the next ceremony to celebrate is usually marriage. We call our wedding ceremonies kiddushin. Kiddushin indicates that the wedding is not just between the bride and the groom. God is included in their marriage as well. And you see, kiddushin is derived from the Hebrew word holy. So that brings the holiness into the ceremony. From an ofruf, where the groom or the couple recite a blessing over the Torah, the Shabbat before their wedding, and of course are showered with candy, very much part of the ritual, to the bride and groom who will go to the mikveh, the Jewish ritual bath, to the ketubah, a Jewish wedding contract, to the marriage being performed under a chuppah, a marriage canopy representing the couple's new home, to the 7 wedding blessings chanted, praying for health and joy to the couple, to the final act of smashing the glass, for which there are many interpretations. My favorite being that our world is like the smashed glass, and the love between the couple will help to repair it. Well, the Jewish wedding is a celebration filled with ancient and new rituals. Today, many of my colleagues, including myself, officiate at interfaith weddings and same-sex marriages and have to change the wording of the ancient prayers to fit that particular occasion. It becomes a very creative process. As we live our lives through middle age and into our elder years, there are many ceremonies that have been created to acknowledge these precious moments in our lives. All of them build upon our tradition, but have a unique flavor all their own. A ceremony for seeing a beloved child grow into adulthood and leave the nest can often help both the child and parent acknowledge their love and gratitude. Occasionally, there will be a person who decides to become Jewish, and there is a special ceremony with ancient prayers that embraces the new member of the tribe. There are adult bat bar mitzvah ceremonies for adults who never had the honor and joy of having one when they were 12 or 13. There are communal milestones for installation of rabbis and cantors for congregations, breaking ground for a new temple, and then dedicating it when it is all completed. There's a ceremony when a new Torah scroll is written, even a ceremony for the burial of worn-out sacred books. This past year, I was asked to create a ceremony for a beloved pet who had died. And I recall with great joy, years ago, officiating over a bark mitzvah. Some of our most beautiful and poignant ceremonies are for honoring our beloved dead and for the period of mourning. The preparation of the body requires a ceremony of ritual washing. The funeral itself has prescribed prayers that are often interspersed with the creative needs of the family, and the burial includes special readings and often the filling in of the grave by the family members. At the end of a period of mourning, there is a special ceremony that I think is particularly beautiful. The mourner is asked to walk around the block, to leave their home and return to an acknowledgement of life. Being outside in nature can help to lift up the grieving heart and bring them peace and connection to all things. Well, we have barely touched on the many ceremonies that encompass the Jewish life. Yet today, I want to also share with all of you how very hard it is to officiate or attend the many ceremonies of joy that are peppered throughout our year, most especially more recently. Ever since October 7th and the deadly attacks on so many innocent victims, both Israeli and Palestinian, I've found it very hard to celebrate our joyous holidays and the moments in between. Yet, our lives go on. Babies are born, children grow, and people get married. We just finished celebrating the holiday of Hanukkah. It is a holiday of great joy and light, and it celebrates the ancient Maccabees and their fight against oppression. I almost feel as if we are living through it again in our own day. The Israeli people trying to retain their right to exist. So many acts of anti-Semitism and acts of hatred against the Jewish and Muslim folk, let alone the racial hatred that has broken our land, and the Palestinian people reaching for a life of freedom and their own sovereignty. I don't know where it will all end, and I truly wish I had the answers. But I do know that we must somehow find a way to overcome the hatred and find a place of peace. I would like to create someday a new ceremony. A new ceremony created that would include all the suffering people of the world. A ceremony filled with joy and acceptance and the celebration of all the beauty of diversity that permeates our world. It would be a ceremony filled with light and music and prayerful words of peace, love, and understanding. Is it too much to ask for this ceremony? A new ceremony for a new world? It is up to each of us to bring that understanding and peace we all pray for into our very own lives, and let it filter out to all the individuals that we encounter in our daily lives. It is up to us to bring the light, to bring the peace for all people. A famous rabbi named Rav Kook, who was the first chief rabbi of what would become the state of Israel, said, "The old shall be made new, and the new shall be made holy." May our new ceremony of love and acceptance become holy in the eyes of all the world, and may the light pierce the darkness and bring us home to peace. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Amen.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. And light one candle for the pain they endured, when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. And light one candle for those who are suffering, pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together, with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our dreams. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for
Thank you, Andrew. Amazing as build. Grateful also for your participation and for gathering your friends to come and play with us. I think you and Victor were instrumental in that. Rabbi Pat, thank you again for teaching, for guiding, for being such an amazing presence in our local community. We are grateful for all that you do, both here at the pod and again in our greater community. Philip and extended team, whoop, whoop, thank you so much for taking the crazy and making it streamlined and groovy. If you have need of audiovisual support, whether it be virtual or in person, please see Philip and his team. They will take amazingly good care of you. Following the morning service from 11:45 to 12:15, we will have a deep dive on Zoom. The link is in the post, and password is truth should you need it. We have the morning service, we have the afternoon service, both on Facebook as premieres, the afternoon one at 5:45. We also have the premiere of the morning service on YouTube. If you watched it there, please subscribe before you leave. And then when you come back, you'll be able to interact in the live chat on Sunday mornings, and that will make it funner. Because new words are important every Sunday. Reminder again, 5:45 tonight. We'll replay it on Facebook, and Reverend Lydia Junis will be with us next week, and her accompaniment will be Leanne Nelson Allen, and we look forward to hearing from them.
Yes. You would like to support the pod and the what we do every week, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org and push the donate button. We just want to take a minute and take a breath, feel some gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for all of the things that the pod is, all of the things that the pod does, all of the people that are involved in the different ways, from our musicians and our speakers and our tech team to the people that listen. And we are so grateful for all of the waves that come from the pod and go out into the world. And with a very grateful heart, we say amen.
Amen.
Thank you. One more thing, we're going to do our energetic healing circle. So bring to your mind's attention any person, place, thing, situation that needs some extra love, needs some healing. Bring them into your mind's eye. We're going to listen to this last song and join our energy together. Send it out. Consciously send your energy out. Maybe put your hands out. That'll help sometimes. Put your hands up, whatever. And send your energy out and into this circle, and bring some healing. And don't forget to open up and get some on yourself. So thank you all for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the deep dive, or tonight, or next time you can join us. Thank you.
Have a great week.
Bye.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door, but whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.